morning. I swear a lot.
Welcome back. Today, it's Evilution. So, Evilution tabs are actually really simple. It's simply E2 and E5. And the strumming pattern is... Now, tracks like 3 minutes long, give or take. There's a little bit of like artful fucking outro and shit like that, but the overall song's about 3 minutes. Now, doing that for 3 minutes is tiring. It fucks your arm up, or at least it does mine. Probably because I need to do more forearm workouts, and I'll probably do that at some point. I'm going to keep working on that. But I have a little bit of a tip for you, which might help you while you're trying to play it. In the parts of the song where there are no vocals, so in like the more instrumental sections, if your arm is getting fucking tired, then instead of going, you can instead go, use sustained notes rather than constant strumming, because you're basically cutting down your overall strumming by about, like, I want to say like 20% of the strumming you would have been doing previously. Now, in the actual verses, when the vocals are coming in and stuff, you do need to strum it properly. It's important for the overall song. But for the instrumentals, you can just kind of do that. And in fact, if you're first practicing it, that might be easier just to ease you into it a little bit. And then as you become more used to it, or maybe if you build up a bit more endurance in your arm, then you can go for it properly. But we'll do a run through. I recorded a run through before this because it occurred to me it's actually a really good idea to record one before these, so that if I fuck this up, I don't have to start the whole fucking recording again, which would be a huge pain in the ass. But the strumming pattern essentially is 1-1-2-2. You know what I mean? Like 1 strum, 1 strum, 2 strum, 2 strum. Just faster than that. And then there is like like not literally a bass solo, but there is a moment where all you hear is bass. There's just a bass section, as it were, which is still very simple, but it's literally just. So instead of 1-1-2-2-2-2, it's 1-2-2-2-2-2-2-2 in more rhythm and faster than that. Ended with 2 1s, like 1 strums. And then, which might sound a bit weird as I describe it to you right now, and indeed I haven't described it very well, but once I show you the song, you'll understand it a bit more with context. Let's give it a run through. I think I've got this song overall down pat, but it always makes me a little nervous, and if I don't practice it for a while, I kind of forget how my strumming patterns go for it, and it takes a while to bring it back. But let's see, I did the practice relatively alright. Let's see if I can do 2 good practices in a row. I always get Luke to talk more after this song because it's a fucking killer on my arm. like this. It's evolution. Whew. That kills my finger and my fucking wrist. That felt like it went really well until right at the end where I accidentally hit fucking 6 instead of 5. But stuff like that, I talked about it last time, stuff like that you can absolutely get away with. Don't worry about it. Just be like, oh shit, go back to it and just correct your mistake real fucking quick. No need to get discouraged, no need to let yourself get thrown off, no need to think, oh no, I fucked up the whole song's ruined. Nah, you just slipped a little bit, it's fine, just bring it back to 5 and keep going. You know, it's that simple. So, the sustained notes, if you're going to do those instead of like the rapid strumming in the instrumentals, it is really helpful for giving your arm a rest, because my arm was fucking dying during that and all. I genuinely did it not just to show you guys how the sustained notes would sound, but also to give myself a minute, because I was kind of going for it, strumming extra fucking hard, and as a result my arm got really tired. So, but on the note, that's funny, of sustained notes, you have to make sure you absolutely fucking pluck that string if you're going to go for a sustained note. You can't be like, it needs to ring out, so it needs to be like, not like that, because I hit the fucking A string at the same time. No, it has to be like, think of it like a fucking church bell or a gong. Think of it like a gong fucking ringing out. That's what you want to go for. It needs to be a loud, omnipresent, not ridiculously overbearing sound, because in reality, if you're playing live, chances are the guitar and drums are actually much louder than you. But that's more reason to make sure that the sustained note actually rings out, because otherwise you're basically doing nothing, which may not seem like a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but the rest of the band is relying on you to make sure they know where the fuck they are, so they need to hear that to let them know that the first sequence is just gone, to let them know that we're coming back into the verses, into where the vocals would kick back in. So in my instance, Sweetman would need to know that we're going back into the vocals. Now, can he figure that out by himself? Yeah, probably. But say, I don't know, if he's focusing on dancing or he's just performing in general, if he's talking to the crowd, like sometimes, you know, a singer will talk to the crowd mid-track, he needs that assurance to know that we're coming back in, that he needs to get back on vocals, that that's where the song is and that's where we're going. It's important. It is important work. Also, I don't know, sustained notes just sound kind of cool. There's a certain level of grandeur to it, and if you're on stage and you're like, let me see if I can get the bass on. Oh, here we go. If you're on stage and you're doing it, you don't just have to go, you can be like, add a bit of grandeur to it. I don't, typically, because I'm just a schmoll bean and I actually just kind of stand there and hope no one looks at me. But you could. That is a thing you could do. Sometimes I do it, but not maybe like that as such. It's more like, I did it at that angle because you guys wouldn't be able to see. It'd be more like down, you know, because it's easier for me. Point is, you know, don't think of using the sustained notes as a cop-out. It is actually genuinely a thing you can do, and it sounds decent, and you can make it cool as well. But yeah, Evilution was one I've struggled with consistently, like I talked about last time, purely because the strum pattern's just fucking weird. Like, it's a fast song, but not too fast, right? You can't be too fast and you can't be too slow. Now that is the case for most songs, but it is especially prevalent in Evilution. If you're not strumming at the right tempo, it is noticeable. It's very noticeable. And you will feel it / hear it while you're playing, and that will cause you to fall off beat as well, because you're like, no, this isn't right. You can feel it deeply and innately that you're like, no, this is wrong. This is not being played correctly. This is not how it goes. And that will throw you off. It definitely throws me off. That bit, the like instrumental bit that is just bass that I showed you, that is technically played I can't do that reliably. I did it for you just now, but the sharp-eared among you would have noticed that that wasn't on beat, because I can't. I can do it in other songs. I can do it in, like, fucking Nocturnal, like... Not a problem, but something about that section in Evilution, I can't do it. I go too fast or too slow, and I can't handle it. Which is why I kind of segment the strumming patterns into singles and doubles, like I talked about earlier. The single, double, single, double. Okay, there was 2 singles, but shh. Single, double, single, double. And that's how I managed to do, like, faster strumming patterns without literally having to be like... Because that shit kills your arms, and also after a while I will fall off, whereas that is much more stable for me. It's not perfect, but I'm not a very good bassist, so, you know, I make do with what I can. But I hope these tips help. I hope we had to focus a bit more on the strumming patterns today, because that is the challenge of Evilution. It's not the tabs at all, because fucking E2 and E5 are ridiculously easy to play. It's as easy as Sanctuary, if not, in my opinion, easier in that regard, because the E string is easier to hit than the A string. It just is. It's the strumming patterns that are the problem. If you can get those down, you're sorted. And also, Evilution will provide great practice for you in doing most songs, because you will spend a lot of fucking time strumming, so you will get good at it. Next time, we could cover Nocturnal. We don't play it live very often. We only recently decided that we might actually do that live again. I suppose it would be worth covering. I don't really like my vocals in it, which is why I don't really want to cover it, but we'll see. I'll decide as and when. But that's all from me for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.